I imagine the thumbnail's gonna look a lot more different than this main video does. I might actually remake the thumbnail. I wanted to talk about the first coaching session that I had outside of just talking with my coach for the second time. And I also wanted to talk about the first class that I had on that same day, on the 17th. We're going back to the thumbnail stuff. I made the thumbnail yesterday with my hair at maybe like a two guard level. That's why I was saying that I've shaved it off. I must say, shaving my head is really, it's like getting rid of, literally like getting rid of baggage. The stress levels just really just calm down as I focus on something else and just getting rid of all that stuff. It's nice, and I can have a deep breath and just calm down and relax, even though there are things going on in my life which I can feel stressed out about. Moving forward a lot. Speaking of, I'll go back to talking about this stuff, the main topic of the video, that is. So with this first coaching session that I had, my hamstrings were actually absolutely killing me. I had this session on the 17th. If I'm not mistaken, it's the 20th now, or it's the 20th today. And my hamstrings are still feeling sore. And we barely exercised. Well, he barely got me to exercise. Yeah, it's the 20th. Just opened up my laptop quickly. In my head, I'm thinking of saying the laptop I didn't buy, although that is true. I'm on the way to sorting out my financial situation. I don't need to worry about that. But yeah, did a lot of just checking, as he said, for muscle imbalances and stuff like that. Back pain. I had a lot of back pain, like a lot, and we figured out that was because my lower back was having to be overused because I was underusing my hamstrings, or using them too little rather. I didn't know that was even happening. As I'd be walking, I wouldn't notice it, or even during like a hamstring curls, for example, I wouldn't notice it. It wouldn't feel like I'm using it too little. And the same goes with my shoulder injury. You're saying that could be a part of why I could have still felt injured at that point. Could have been because I was underusing the back shoulder head, or there are three muscle heads in the shoulder. You've got the front one called the anterior deltoid, and the lateral one, the one on the side, and then posterior at the back, the posterior deltoid muscle at the back. And my coach was saying that I could have been experiencing a lot of shoulder pain trying to do that because I was underusing that muscle at the back. And I did remember that when I'd be trying to do cable crossovers back in the first gym that I was going to, that I was recording in, the first gym I was recording in this journey in the videos, I would only go up to like 3.75 kg, and 5 kg was difficult. So that makes sense. Whereas with like lateral raises, for example, 7.5 kg dumbbell raises to the side would be difficult. So it makes sense as to why when he told me to use the resistance bands and stretch all the way out, that I felt my side muscle head working a lot more than the rear muscle head in the shoulder, seeing as that's where my strong point is there, it seems. Yeah, there was a whole load of, like, it was kind of like It reminded me of Romanian deadlifts a little bit, to try and work the inner muscle head. He got me to point my toes in specifically to do that. And that was after he got me on the floor on my stomach, and he was getting me to push my leg up, but he was pushing it down so that there was resistance there. And it was like, although I really wanted to put power into his hand to be able to apply that resistance, it was like no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't. Almost like I was trying to, do workouts half asleep or something. Like I really do want to put the effort in, the energy in there, or into pushing his hand up, but I just couldn't. Almost like a dream where you know you could have a lot of strength in you, but you just feel so weak in that strength. You just can't apply that strength. It's just not there. That's what it reminds me of. I've had quite a lot of dreams like that actually, where I'd have the strength. No, I'd want to move, or I'd want to do this said thing, but I just couldn't. Like I literally physically couldn't. It reminds me of that for some reason. In one dream, I was trying to run away from something, I think, but I just couldn't do it. Not because I didn't want to, but because I physically just could not. It was like I just couldn't move, or couldn't run fast, regardless of how much I wanted to. That was a lot, and I was supposed to be going back there today, but to do a coaching session with him, my second one, but he said that there was just problems going on with the system. He was doing stuff, so he shifted it over to tomorrow. I purposely picked a time in the morning, which was before sessions that I've had in the past, and before times that I've spoken to him in the past, strictly because I would have shifts at a certain time, which is well before I'd wake up at the moment. Yeah, in order to sort out my sleeping routine, I've picked a certain time. I'll see how that goes.